We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Hey, Lion! Hey, I'm gun.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
93.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Carr now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Saints at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Kamara. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Late groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Again, it's Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Red. 11.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Hey, line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Uncorks one for Davis. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown Jaguars. Christian Kirk. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
60 Bison.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Come on.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther Street.
Back to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Check, hurt. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Check, Bobcat, check, right there.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Street.
They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Check smash.
They're going to look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Come on. Set. Pat the 60.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and 3.
Lightning 18.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 88 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, smash, Bronco! Smash!
Kamara up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Ready?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go, Reed, go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They go play action with Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 57 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. A point after, good by Groupie. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the... It got his man complete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the